So I get this call last week. It was my business partner, Airval, he's linked down below, but he had a very interesting idea. When looking up some different ways to source some video games online to resell on eBay, he discovered that EB Games had an offer on their website where they were selling out games, old ones for the 360, the Wii, the PS3. They were selling them for $1.50 each. He said, do you know anything about this? Do you know what this is about? I was like, not really. He's like, do you think we should call them? I was like, yeah, we probably should. So he goes ahead. He calls EB Games. He speaks with the lady there, asks her about this promotion that was available on their website. It says it was running to the end of January, and asked them if they had any leftover Xbox 360 and PS3 games. She told them that they did. They were, trying to clear them all out, I guess, with this promotion. They were left over. They're not buying them anymore, and they were trying to sell off their excess stock. She tells him that they have quite a few different games. He gives me a call back. He said they have a lot of games here. He said, are we interested? Do you want to maybe split this lot with me? We can pick up, as much as we can. We'll just buy everything that they have. I said, I like the way you think, and I am absolutely in. So he calls her back, kind of arranges to meet her there at the EB Games, and we're not quite sure at this point how many games we were getting. It sounded like she had maybe said 17. It sounded like she had maybe said 70, which at the end of the day is not a whole lot. Anyway, he drives all the way out there to this EB Games location. And when he gets to the back door, sure enough, she brings out a whole bunch of these games. All sorts of Xbox 360, PS3, I think there was some Wii stuff in there. Anyway, all sorts of these old sort of games that most people would find no value in. They've been running the promotion since early January. I figured we were kind of late on this and we would get kind of the garbage leftover stuff. Figured it wouldn't be worth our time. Anyway, we get these games out. Sure enough, the first couple that he looks up are worth a lot of money. We're talking like $25 games for $1.50. He ends up purchasing the whole lot. There was actually turned out to be over 100 different games. I don't know the exact number here, but we have quite a few of them. And yeah, we made the purchase, secured the bag, and we essentially bought out the competition of all the leftover stock that they had. So the first thing that I go and do then is hop on the phone and I called up basically all the local GameStops, or EB Games I should say, around the area. I probably called 4 or 5 different locations asking them about what stock they had, how much of it they had, and what games they had there available. Unfortunately, a lot of them were already sold out and didn't have much left, or some of them had some stuff but it wasn't really worth it. But luckily we were able to secure the bag on this one location, and I think it's going to be a major haul. We will figure out that today. Anyway, so my business partner calls me. He opens up a FaceTime and we go through all the games. He actually goes and just splits them all out one by one, so each of us get essentially half of the lot. I drove over there and picked them up, and this is what we got. And although it looks small, I can assure you that there is a lot of games in here. Like, I know it's kind of hard to see, but there is quite a few things in here. Anyway, first of all, I was making this video to say, you guys, if you have local EB Games that are doing this offer, you might just want to give them a call and see what they have, because there might be some good stuff still there. The promotion goes to the end of January. With that said though, I think that we should jump right into what we picked up. Keep in mind, these are all loose games. Some of them, however, have the manual and the front cover. We'll be able to lot those together with some loose cases and get a little bit more for them. So essentially complete. But yeah, let's take a look at what the heck we got here from this EB Games. Was it worth my money? Essentially, I paid, I think, around $75 or so for this lot. I haven't looked at it yet. I don't know how many games we have. Again, I briefly saw them over a FaceTime call. But let's jump right into things. See if we're going to make our money back on this lot. See if it's worth it for you to approach your local EB Games and buy out the rest of their stock. But yeah, we bought out an entire EB Games in terms of all of their Xbox 360 and PS3 stuff that was remaining. Wow, this background is looking pretty cool. But here we go, guys. We got the games from EB Games here. We're going to literally just go through them all here quickly. I'm going to talk about what I see value and what I don't see, and maybe what you should look out for at your local EB Games. But yeah, let's jump right into things. I mean, we have a lot of kind of not so good games. They were charging up on these $14.99, $7.99. Both games I don't think are worth very much. We're going to figure this out here in a second using the price charting app. But for right now, I'm seeing, there's probably going to be a lot of junk in here. Like, we got karaoke, we've got lips again, we've got backyard sports again, another backyard sports, Pro Hawks High Alt War. I'm not sure what that one is. Before you go and comment and say that we bought junk though, because I know you're going to go do that right now, just hold on, because there is some good stuff. Anyway, the biggest loser, which might be what I am after this lot. Again, we're going to price chart all and figure out what it's worth. Chrome Hounds, not sure if that's worth anything. Games in Motion. The Rocksmiths are worth some stuff. They're going to be making us some good money. There's a couple of them there. Another Lips game, another Rocksmith game, though that could be good. SingStar, I don't think is worth too much. We've got Pro Rage PS3 here. Dance Dance, I mean, we might make a little bit on those. Again, at $1.50 though a piece, I mean, we are going to do okay on these, even if we don't make a whole bunch. But you can see here some, average titles. We've seen a lot of music stuff. Anyway, I think here's where it gets a little bit better. We're seeing a lot more interesting games. This one's obviously probably not worth anything. They were only charging $4 on it though. But still, we paid basically $1.50. Some of these were under $1.50 because they were actually priced lower at EB Games. Got Kung Fu Panda. We've got Glee. I don't know, I'm just gonna go through this quickly. Dance Dance Revolution 2, Fighters in, what is that, Encaged? This looks like Time Crisis 4, Superchargers, Destiny. I don't know, like a wide variety. I don't wanna go through all of these with you guys, but I'm sure there's gonna be some stuff worth some money, not that. I mean, yeah, we're seeing some things here. I'm hoping there'll be some money in this. Again, I don't know yet, but we're gonna go ahead. This is all bundled together. Okay, this is the trilogy. That's why there's 3 of these games here together, part of a trilogy. I think this is the one that was worth like $30. So what the heck does all this mean? Well, I'm gonna go ahead now, go through every single one of the titles that we got, and I'm gonna go ahead and price chart them all, get you guys the accurate price on the loose discs, and then see if this is going to be worth any of the time and money that we spent here. I think it will be, because again, I'm seeing a lot of rocksmiths. If you were more picky about this and just wanted to pick out a couple, you could ask them for some of the titles I'm going to show you here today that are worth some more money, but you could go ahead and ask them for certain titles, or, you know, not have to buy everything. Again, we just sort of picked out everything, but you don't have to buy The Biggest Loser if you don't want to be The Biggest Loser, for example, and you can, you know, just pick up the games that are worth money. But with that said, let me go through, price chart these all, see if this is worth your time and money, and let's see how much we're going to make off of our $75 Buy Now EB Games investment. Alright guys, so as you saw in that quick little time lapse, it took me about 20 minutes to get all those games priced out. I wouldn't normally do it like that. I would usually price them as I list them, but in this case here I wanted to get the total number for you guys to see if it was even worth it for you to try. So hopping into the spreadsheet that I made here, you can see I've got the game names and the price. Some of the game prices might differ because the games are for different consoles, so just be aware of that. But here we go, we can see right off the bat we got a $16 game. I haven't actually looked at the total yet, so what I think we should do is just go down to the bottom here and we'll write total, and then we'll go over here and we'll do a little sum calculation, and we'll get the total of all of these games. How to auto select it? Oh, it's okay. We'll just do it like this. We don't want price in there either. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll go all the way down. Anyway, we'll total up all these games here, and we will be able to get the total. $278.81 is the actual total for those. $278.81, not bad at all for a $75 investment, and not to mention I wrote them all in as loose when a lot of these have the front cover, the manual, and the discs, so we'll be able to list them all with some cases. I have some extra cases. We'll be able to list them all as complete, so we'll be able to get a little bit more money on those. Yeah, some of them might have a slower sell-through rate and whatnot, so you might not want to buy all of them, but here I'm going to show you guys which ones you do want to buy, and I believe actually if I might have to select this entire thing. I think I should be able to do sort range, and then I can go column B, and then I can go, I don't know if I need to go Z to A or A to Z. How do I get it based on the prices? I think it's Z to A for the top price. There we go. There you guys have it. This is going to be super valuable for you guys, because if you're going to your local EB Games and you want to take advantage of this deal, here's the games that you want to look out for, at least the ones that I found that were worth some money. Dance Dance Revolution, $30 title right there. Mass Effect Trilogy, we got $16.84. Time price is $9.38. You can see kind of going down here. I'd say everything over this $5 mark is probably worth your time picking up at the $1.50 mark. Even the stuff for $4.99, obviously that's still at that $5 mark. But heading down here, I would pick up everything over, I'd pick up everything over $4, to be honest, because I think they have a lot of potential. If it's under 3 here on my sheet, it might actually just be, you know, recorded as loose when it has, you know, the manual and the front cover. So some of those might be applicable in terms of picking them up. Obviously, if you can skip out in the $2 ones, you're not gonna make much there. Even the $3 ones, I'd say everything maybe under this this medieval game. So I would cut out all this stuff if I could in an ideal world. But for the most part, I mean, we're seeing things over $4, $1.50 to $4 is not bad, especially at scale here. So yeah, I mean, overall, there you guys have it. That's the breakdown of the lot that I picked up, and you can see exactly how I go ahead and price chart things here. And again, top game, $30, $1.50 for $30. You can't beat that. If your game or if your location is multiples of those, you could even check on that. In fact, what you might want to do is look at my list here and go to your local EB Games and call them and ask them, do you guys have in stock? And then, work your way down from the top and see if they have any of those. Might be worth a shot. I don't know. You guys can maybe make some money there. Figured I would try to help you out. But there we go. Total $278.81 for our $75 investment. There'll be some fees on that. I'm sure we'll get closer to $200 once everything's said and done. We've taken some offers, paid some fees off, and some things had to go, in bundle sales. But, $200, we'll make, and then $75 what we paid. We're looking at about $125 profit for a bunch of loose games that should literally take me tops maybe 3-4 hours to deal with. So $125 for 3-4 hours. You guys do the math on that. Even call it 5 hours or $25 an hour. So not bad at all. Pretty darn good lot, and I would recommend checking out your local EB Games. So there you have it, guys. I'm going to wrap up today's video there. We will get ahead to these listings here in the next few days, or probably actually a little bit later. I've got a lot of refurbing to do actually over the next couple days, and that's going to be a video coming out on Wednesday. But if you're curious as to how to refurbish discs, or you haven't seen me use the machine yet, or you just want to watch me refurbish a ton of discs, get ready for that video on Wednesday. Obviously, though, we have plenty of games here that we had to go through though and list now, including those EB Games ones. I also just got another lot I will share with you guys on Wednesday as well. But we're going to be quite busy here, and I've got a couple more coming still. Basically, we had to list as much stuff as possible. But I figured in today's world, when inventory sourcing has gotten pretty tricky, especially with the Value Villages being closed, if you're just looking for some of those top-tier games and you're looking for a place to get them, EB Games might be worth, checking out. If you have a couple in your area, calling them up and asking if they're doing this $1.50 deal. It's on their website under the promotions page in case you want to learn more about it. But yeah, see if it's worth your time, and hopefully this video maybe inspired you or showed you, what kind of money could be made on these games. Be sure to leave any questions or concerns about this lot down below. I want to again give a huge shout out to my business partner for finding this deal and sending it over to me, Airval. He's linked down below. Check it out. He made a video about his half of the lot that he found in EB Games. He goes through his most valuable. Might be worth checking out his video first before you give any of them a call. See what were the more valuable games on his side, and then check in with EB Games if they have any of those games as well. But yeah, he's got a great video about it, so go check that out. With that said, guys, I am going to wrap up today's video here. If you guys did appreciate it or found some value in it, be sure to go ahead and leave a like on the video. It helps out so much with the YouTube algorithm. Again, comments down below, questions, concerns, anything that you want me to answer. Hit me with a DM on Instagram if you have any other further questions relating to this stuff. And with that said, I will see you guys all in the next video.